What up, y'all? This is Cliff. Hey, man, I did a little video last night um, about the Whittaker family, and I just basically throwed out an alternate theory that, it's possible that the guy might have called on them on purpose to make content, views go up. Well, I didn't have any idea that the video was going to, get a bunch of views or whatever. And so 95% of the people in there kind of agreed with me. And then I had a couple people in there like, "Oh, you're making money off these videos." And listen, I don't have enough subscribers to make any money off these videos. The videos I put out don't get 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 views, okay? I'm not, I wish I was getting paid from YouTube off these videos. Shit. But anyway, let's move on here. I knew something was up about that money. I knew something was going on. And then what do I come home to today? West Virginia State Police launch investigation into wire fraud and a fraud scam. Eric Carroll of Georgia or whatever, and Patrick Roy. Now, Patrick was saying over the weekend we're going to see the lawyers on Monday, which I think now I know what that means, that they got wind over the weekend that maybe some charges might be coming down. Now, also, I think about this. While I'm working today, I'm riding on a lawnmower, and all I got to do is think, And I thought to myself, if the state police are doing an investigation, then they're having to get the Whittakers to cooperate with them. So what if the Whittakers said something bad on that guy Eric or whatever, and he got mad and called on them? That could be a possibility too, I mean, because like I said, y'all, the guy got on here, I didn't do it. Nobody else, Joe Rogan didn't do it. Charleston White didn't do it. Eric and them got on here and did it. Swore up and down, man, I am not trying to get this family separated. And then makes a video. I called and had the family separated. And of course, 200,000, 300,000 views because people are concerned. And not only that, people's like, well, heck, if I've been sending in $500 at a time donation to Eric or Patrick, and then they going and buying scratch and dent air conditioners, and you can obviously tell they ain't, nothing in that house of any value. I know everybody says BJ and them, run through the money. And that's possible. I mean, that's possible. But man, $150,000 worth of damn meth. I mean, hell, that's a lot of meth, boy. I think the reason why they are so hell bent on BJ, because look, y'all, I mean, can we really, honestly, can you really just watch a video and say, "Yep, she hit Timmy on the head. He's hitting himself on the head. That means she hit him." Y'all, he could be saying all kind of shit for real. I mean, tell me that you understand exactly what he's saying. Not when Eric or Patrick says, "Timmy, who hit you? What she hit you with? Choo. Now, why do they got to do all that in front of the camera? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you go to the police with that or adult services or something, But instead, they had to get a YouTube video and let everybody know first. Get them likes. Because, see, here's the thing. This is what's going to get them in trouble, too. The YouTube money is good. That's theirs. But when they set up them GoFundMes, and everybody was sending in 100 here, 50 there, 100 here, and you got 300 or 400, 500,000 people doing it, that adds up to big money, y'all. Now, Eric and Patrick could turn out to be completely innocent. Time will tell. And I just know I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, y'all. I put myself through a lot, and up until a few, 9 years ago, I didn't live right. And I changed my ways. I had me a kid and all that, But before that, I was around people, man, and you just get these feelings like, um, just the guy keep everything that the guy said that he wasn't gonna do, he ended up doing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows, y'all? Um, but I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, if the state police think that something's going on, then I mean, like I said, usually where there's smoke, there's fire. Um, so I don't know. I didn't know that Mark Lyda had gave them that much money neither, and they didn't. They don't have anything to show for it. They should have a new house. Um, you know, I know I seen a text message that somebody Eric and them posted. It was from Eric to Patrick. Said we had $2,000 this morning, and now this evening after that video we got $11,000, and it's still climbing. That's just one video, y'all. One day, and they was putting out videos every day, multiple videos a day. Meet and greets. You can call in and talk to Timmy, but you got to pay. I mean, I understand people got a soft spot for him. I do too. I feel bad for them people. But I'm not going to pay $20 to call in and talk to a guy that I can't even understand watching him on videos. You know what I mean? I would just donate the money and not even worry about the call, because for real, what sense does a call make with Timmy, y'all? Come on. And I ain't trying to joke on the man. I'm just being 100% honest, and when you do things out of the goodness of your heart and not for likes and views and all that, you do it and you don't tell nobody. I seen a thing on Dale Earnhardt. Something happened. Somebody was low on money or something. Somebody needed like $100,000 or something to keep their land or something. One of them racing guys. Yeah, I can't remember how it went, but Dale Earnhardt went to them and gave them the money, and then told them, said, "Hey," the guy, they was like, "We'll pay you back." He said, "No, listen, I don't want the money back, but what I want is for you to not say nothing to nobody about it." And then nobody ever said nothing about it till after he died. And then the guy come forward and said, "Hey, this is what Dale Earnhardt did for me," and said, "Don't ever tell nobody." He didn't, that's the kind of man he was. That was out of the goodness of his heart. I mean, he didn't even want the money back. He just didn't want you going around and telling everybody, that he was out here, bailing people out. He didn't want that person to look bad, that they had to get money from him, So he just said, "Here, just take it," If that was the case, and they wanted to build them folks a house, y'all, let me tell you something. I live in Tennessee, y'all. Actually, right on, Huntsville, Fayetteville. Man, there's all kind of Amish people around the South and Tennessee and West Virginia. You ain't got to go to Idaho to get an Amish person. Trust me. There's plenty of Amish people around here, man. And there's plenty of Amish people that are willing to help people, especially the Whittaker family. So, I noticed the other night, though, that Eric was bailing. I'm done. I'm going back home. And I know what's happening is he knew something was coming down the pipe on them donations. Because if you'll notice, he made sure on those videos to say, "I told Patrick, stop getting the donations. Stop with the donations." You know, after you send the 1,500 from my Airbnb, stop the donations. Now, man, listen. These guys are making. This guy was making. If you're making $11,000 in one day, and you got to get the audience to pay for your Airbnb, then I mean, what the heck, man? Some people don't even make $11,000 in a month. Most people don't make $11,000 in a month, much less a day, bro. You know, and then like I said, y'all went down to get the air conditioner. This came straight from Eric's mouth. Needed to go to the boot barn. Timmy needed a new outfit. While they was there, Patrick went on and got him one too. $500 in clothes. Now, when they get down to the air conditioner shop, Patrick says, "What? I ain't got no money for an air conditioner." But now you just spent $500 down there on clothes. So Eric is tired. He don't want to come off none of his money. Oh no, no. I got expenses, and they're gonna be paid out of the you know. Eric was, man. If Eric stopped at a McDonald's and got a burger, he kept a receipt. I'm telling you. And but I knew this money was gonna cause problems for real, cause there ain't no oversight on it, and you know nobody knows what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of money that came in. That's why the police are saying, hey, if you gave money, contact us and let us know how much, because I bet you at the end of the day, when they add up all the money and they do all the receipts or whatever, it ain't gonna add up. There's gonna be something missing, you know. And then again, I could be wrong, y'all. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm just talking, y'all. Okay, I watch videos like y'all do. Some people draw some conclusions, other people draw others. You know, it don't mean I'm right and you're wrong. It don't mean you're right and I'm wrong. You know, it's just people disagree sometimes. But I just think that with all that money coming in, that was the problem. And you know when it started, because old dude started, you know, dogging Patrick this. Patrick ruined my Airbnb. I told Patrick, stop taking donations, you know. I don't want any part of the donations, you know. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. I watched Creepalacha a while ago. Shout out to Creepalacha, man. You got a good channel. I like your content. But all right then, y'all. Y'all be good.